Our country, India, has been divided into mainly 4 physiographic divisions. The northernmost one is the Himalayas, the northern mountains we say. Next to that, we have the northern plains. Coming to the southern part of India, we have 2 more physiographic divisions. One is the Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau is the third one, and the fourth one is the coastal plains and islands. Altogether, we have 4 physiographic divisions, physical divisions. We will discuss these 2 today. To start with, let me speak about the Peninsular Plateau. Here on the map of India, a Peninsular Plateau is the region which I am showing you here. Almost triangular in shape. These connectivities help us in understanding well. It is triangular in shape. Now here you have the northern mountains. Here you have the northern plains, highly fertile alluvial fields. Next to that, you have the Peninsular Plateau, which is triangular in shape. It is bounded by the Aravalli Hills here, Aravalli Hills. Here you have the Western Ghats. Here you have the Eastern Ghats. Then you have the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Then the Vindhya mountains here. These happen to be the boundary of our physical division, which is under discussion now, the physiographic division, the Peninsular Plateau. I repeat again, here you have the Aravalli mountains. You have heard of Mount Abu? Mount Abu is a hill here in the Aravalli ranges. Coming down, you have the Western Ghats. Here you have the Eastern Ghats. Then you have the Chota Nagpur Plateau here. The Vindhya mountains are here. And the inclusive area or the bounded area you have at the center, you call it as the Peninsular Plateau. Plateau is a land which is higher than the plains, will be full of hills, mountains, and it has a different natural setting. The Peninsular Plateau happens to be the largest physical division in India. Taking into account the area, this stands first. Then comes the northern plains. And this is the oldest landmass. How? 225 million years ago, when the Gondwana mass started floating about on waters, the Indian plate got separated. And it started moving northwards. Around 50 million years ago, it came and got attached to the Asian plate. Actually, that piece of Gondwana landmass, which became India later, is this piece. That gives you the reason why it did not break up. Over those millions of years, it was floating on water. It was hard, rock-like, very strong. None of the natural calamities or the waves of the sea could bring about disintegration of this landmass. The landmass came and ultimately got attached to the Eurasian plate. And the alluvial soil from north, it came and got deposited here. So you have a soft land here. This land, it doesn't have any rocks there, rocky hills there. It's soft. Fertile soil you find. This is, as against the northern plains, this is hard, rocky, very strong. That's the reason why you don't find many earthquakes in the Peninsular Plateau. We find earthquakes in the Himalayan range. That is the crush or the friction between the Eurasian plate and the Indian plate. Indian plate keeps on hitting, comes back, hits, comes back, and the kind of friction is continuing. Still it's continuing, it's not over. It's a long drawn natural happening. Okay, we will come to the Peninsular Plateau and take it up in detail. I said it's the oldest landmass. In India, it's the oldest landmass. We in the Deccan can be very proud of it. To say this land, this soil is the oldest landmass of the earth. Okay, about 16 lakh square kilometers area it covers. Let's start with the Aravalli ranges here. Here you have the Aravalli ranges. It's the oldest folded mountain once again. Aravalli ranges is once again a folded mountain. You don't find any other folded mountain in the Deccan Plateau. Mainly it is the Aravalli which we can take as an example. It is to the northwest of the Peninsular Plateau. Northwest. This is north, this is west. So this part you can call it as northwest. And Guru Shikhar is the highest mountain peak in the Aravallis. I already told you, Mount Abu, which has monumental temples there. People, pilgrims do go there. Mount Abu is a hill in the Aravallis. It is to the eastern part of Rajasthan, in between Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Okay, we will come down now. We have the Vindhyan ranges here. This is where you have the Aravallis. Now the Vindhyan ranges are here. This is Narmada river flowing westwards, joining Arabian Sea. Next to Narmada you have Tapati. These two flow parallel to each other. Both flow towards west. This is the western side. To the north of Narmada you have the Vindhya mountains. Then you have the Satpura range to here. The Satpura range is in between Narmada and Tapati. It's again a range which is parallel to India's. Narmada River Valley project you have heard. We have built more than 3,000 dams. Still the process is on, it's not complete. 3,000 dams, inclusive of 15 huge dams. That turns to be the Narmada Valley project, the largest project the world has seen. The Narmada Valley project. We do not like to waste even a single drop of Narmada which had been flowing into Arabian Sea for decades and centuries and decades together. Now these 3,000 dams, inclusive of 15 huge dams and lots of barrages, innumerable number of barrages. They are going to contain the water of Narmada and utilize it for agricultural activity and even for drinking purpose. It supports a number of cities in and around in this area. Now the Vindhyan range, Satpura range, we covered it. We will come to the Western Ghats. Western and Eastern Ghats. We have the Western Ghats here, Eastern Ghats here. Here, quite interesting, most of the rivers you find, big rivers, they all flow towards east and join Bay of Bengal. Only for our study purpose I am marking. Western Ghats are a continuous range, starting from the base of Tapati to the Kanyakumari. A long range, an unbroken range. You don't have many valleys here. It's an unbroken wall, natural wall, starting from the base of Tapi. The British called it Tapi. We say Tapati. They are one and the same. Tapi to the Kanyakumari, Cape Cod. Here we have some 2-3 valleys. One of the important major valleys is Palghat Valley in Kerala, where you can, a valley is one where the level will be very low and there will be connectivity. Both the sides hills will be there and the land will be such that people will be able to cross it, pass or cross over to the other side. You have the Eastern Ghats here now. Before I draw Eastern Ghats, please enjoy. You see here the Ganges is there. Ganges river is there, Damodar river is there. Then you have Subarnarekha river. I would say again you have to open your atlas and study after this class is over. Subarnarekha river. Then you have Brahmini river. Next to that you have Mahanadi. Then you have the Krishna river, Godavari river. Next to Godavari you have Krishna river. Two mighty rivers. Mahanadi is also a mighty river. Godavari, another mighty river. And one more, Krishna. Next to Krishna, you have Pala river, Penna river, Kaveri river, Vaigai river. See, how blessed we are. Again, I come to the same point. Continuously we have rivers, one after the other, right from Ganges to Kanyakumari. But all these rivers flow only during the rainy season or maybe another 1 or 2 months after the rainy season comes to a close. Then they dry up. But Government of India, we the people of India, we have built a number of dams. Now the situation is not that. We store water in the reservoirs of the dams and utilize the water in the dry seasons. Dry season, that's summer. But in olden days, all these rivers used to get dried up once the rainy season used to get over. Okay, when I draw here, automatically the Eastern Ghats will get cut again and again. So, Eastern Ghats starting from Chota Nagpur Plateau here, roughly, see. Eastern Ghats are not continuous. You can easily make out because of the mighty rivers that flow across, the entire hill range has got cut again and again. So it is not continuous and it is not as lofty as the Western Ghats. Low height Eastern Ghats are known for their low height. Even the space between the Western Ghat and the sea coast is much lesser than the space between the Eastern Ghats and the eastern sea coast. Here the sea coast is wide. Here the coastal plains are very narrow, coastal plains are broad. Mountains are not as high as the Western Ghats. So Western hills or Western Ghats, Eastern hills or Eastern Ghats. So these give a beautiful structure to the Deccan Plateau. This part we call as Deccan Plateau. But when we say South Indian Plateau, it means we go up till here, till here. When we say Deccan, you have to take up only the Deccan portion. So normally we call it as the South Indian Southern Peninsula, we call it. We don't like to call it as Deccan Peninsula because it encompasses that entire part. So once again let me brush up. Here the Western Ghats, continuous, steep on the western side. Gradually the slope is very gradual on the eastern side. Here that question doesn't arise because the hills are not that lofty. Palghat Pass in Kerala, Pass means valley. Palghat Pass in Kerala is one of the main passes. Even a few more are there. I mentioned only the most important one. Anaimudi is here where the eastern and western Ghats almost come and touch each other. At that part you have Anaimudi peak. That's the highest peak in South India. Highest peak in the Peninsular region of the south is Anaimudi peak. You can't compare them with the peaks in the Himalayas. They are much loftier than Anaimudi. But as far as south is concerned, Anaimudi happens to be the tallest. And Armakunda is the highest peak when it comes to eastern Ghats. Armakunda. Let's see what are the important features of the southern peninsula. The southern peninsula or the peninsular plateau, it is rich in minerals. Very thick forests you have. In these Ghat sections you have very thick forests with flora and fauna. Biodiversity, varieties of flora and fauna you find. You call it as biodiversity. It's not limited to a few species. So diverse varieties of animals and plants you can find, especially in the Western Ghats. That's why when it comes to the building of a railway track or telecommunications or using these forests, getting them felled and going for plantation crops, there will be vegetation everywhere nowadays. And so, no, don't cut the forests. Don't cut these forests. They are known for biodiversity. If you go on demolishing them all, disturbing them, destroying them, humankind won't have a place to stay on this earth. Our existence too will be under utmost pressure. So biodiversity, and more than everything, the Western Ghats, they prevent the moisture-laden clouds that get driven towards the Indian mainland. The Western Ghats prevent them. Say by June first week the rains start, heavy rains, the Western Ghats get very heavy rains. And these rains make the rivers flow to their brim. We will have floods even. Lots of rivers are there which take birth in the Western Ghats and flow towards the west and join the Arabian Sea. And we have rivers moving towards the east too. All these rivers start flowing to their brim, then the floods too. So months of June, July, August, to some extent even September, they are the advancing monsoons, bringing heavy rains, and they drench the fields of South India, they get lot of water. Then black soil. This portion has black soil. Here you have red soil. Very fertile soil, different kinds of soils you find. Black soil you find here, regions of Maharashtra, the western part of Madhya Pradesh, the southern part of Gujarat. Here you have black soil. Black soil is very conducive for growing cotton. So you find cotton mills in Mumbai and surrounding regions, Ahmedabad. So black soil we have very favorable not only for cotton, many other agricultural products too. Then hydroelectricity. We have lots of waterfalls here all along the western Ghats, and these are provided for the production of hydroelectricity. Then we have hill stations right from Mumbai, from this area, Narmada Tapi up to Cape Comorin. We have lots of hill stations throughout, and these attract tourists in summer. So the Peninsular Plateau, from the viewpoint of economy, from the viewpoint of our existence, human existence, have been wonderful. Their contribution is something really enchanting and wonderful. Now coming to coastal plains, the fourth part, the coastal plains and islands. We have the western coastal area here, eastern coastal area here. Here I do not have much to be explained, because this area between the sea and the hill, that is called as the coastal line. Whichever is to the west you call it as western one, whichever is to the east you call it as eastern coastal area. What are the major contributions of the coastal areas and the islands to the Indian economy? Let's not forget about these two, the islands here. You have the Andamans and Nicobar, and here near Kerala in the Arabian Sea, you have the Lakshadweep Islands. Remember one aspect, Lakshadweep Islands are coral islands. They are made by the coral animals, coelenterate. A kind of marine animals have built all the islands there. So they are very hard. These coral built islands are very hard, and you have thousands of islands here. That's why we call it by the name Lakshadweep or Lakshadweep Islands. Here you have the Andaman Nicobar Islands, and the last southernmost point of India, Indira Point, lies here. Kanyakumari is the southernmost point of Indian mainland. Now coming to economic importance, fishing. We have a huge percentage of population living in the coastal areas depending on fishing. Shipbuilding. We have Cochin here in Kerala, Visakhapatnam here, and many more places now where we have advanced a lot with regard to the shipbuilding industry. Agriculture. The fertile fields in the western coast and eastern coast provide us many crops we are in a position to grow and get food. Salt production. It's a major industry in India. Again, salt production from seawater. Seawater is pumped into the fields, made to dry up. Again and again we pump for days together, a month or so, and salt that is collected there, that is gathered, and it is again purified in industries and marketed. Navigation. India is a very key place. On the world front, India is in the very key point. Here we have the Indian Ocean, we have Africa here, we have Burma, Malaysia, Vietnam, and gateway to the west, Pacific Ocean and America on this side. We are in a very key position. On three sides we have water. On one side we have the Himalayan mountains covering us. So from here, navigation, through navigation, we have been able to do lot of trade with other countries of the world, imports and exports. and lots of ships that move through, they too will be able to rest here. Or in case of natural disasters or problems arising, they will be able to take rest in the Indian harbors and ports. And due to this key position, we have an important responsibility of us in seeing that world peace is maintained in this area. Then we have beaches. Number of beaches are there, trolling beaches, so that has promoted tourism. Andaman, you have Port Blair here. So Andaman Nicobar Islands are also known for tourism, Lakshadweep Islands, and the coastal area has given a huge push to the tourism industry. We have many natural harbors. We have Kandla here in Kutch, Gujarat, Kutch. We have the Kandla Harbour. Come down, we have Mumbai. Here, Mumbai. Then Marmagova. These are all natural harbors. Coming down, you have Cochin. Here you have Visakhapatnam. Then you have Kolkata. Harbors like Mangalore, Chennai, these are all natural, not natural harbors. They are artificially, they have been built by man. These are natural harbors. Kandla here, Mumbai here, Marmagova, Cochin, then you have Visakhapatnam, then Kolkata. These are well-known natural harbors we have. So that's all about the physiographical structure of India. Thank you.